Good morning, 819S. It's a cold one and it's rainy. It's 11 degrees with it's 13 now, low of 11, high of 15 today. Yeah, it's definitely not a nice day for a ride. And today, what I want to talk about is a interesting vehicle that I saw announced for India. I don't see this as being something that will be sold in other countries, but I guess we'll have to wait and see on that. But I'll explain why I think so after I tell you about the bike. So, first, do you know what a Tuk Tuk is? Tuk Tuk is a three-wheeled vehicle. I believe they're originally from Thailand. I could be wrong about that, but I think they're very popular in Thailand. There's one wheel in the front that is controlled with handlebars, just like a motorcycle. There's two wheels in the back. And then there's usually a single seat in the front for the driver, and then two, like a bench seat for two people in the back. That's typically the setup that I have seen. I believe they're usually used as taxis and for personal transportation. And the concept in India, I believe they're working on getting approval to make it available for sale in the market, but they're having a little trouble because it's a new category of vehicle that they have never seen before, so they need to do a little bit more thorough investigation before they approve it. But basically what it is, it's a scooter that attaches into a Tuk Tuk body. And when I first heard of that, I thought, okay, the Tuk Tuk has two wheels, the scooter has two wheels, so you're talking about a four-wheel vehicle with two wheels in the back, one in the center, one in the front? That doesn't seem like it would work. But according to the article that I read, it seems like the scooter wheel doesn't touch the ground and propel the vehicle. The Tuk Tuk body itself in the back has its own independent motor, and then the scooter has its own independent motor. And what it sounded like is the Tuk Tuk has a 13 kilowatt motor, the scooter itself has a 6 kilowatt motor. So you can drive around as a scooter, as a lighter weight vehicle at 6 kilowatt, and then you can drive, when you attach it to the Tuk Tuk body, you can drive around with the 13 kilowatt motor that drives the two rear wheels. And then the front is still the handlebars and controls. Seems like a really interesting concept. I don't know, the first word that comes to mind is transformer. It's a transformer. It can change from one type of vehicle to another, and you can provide more utility, and then you can make it a regular motorcycle or scooter, and you can have the convenience of the smaller, lighter weight bike. The reason I said I don't think it's going to be sold, the article stated that as a scooter, it has a top speed of, I believe, 32 miles per hour, which I think means you probably could never drive that in the United States. I think 30 would be way too slow for a lot of public roads. And then when you attach the Tuk Tuk body, I believe the top speed goes down to 27, which I think definitely is too slow. As for driving it in Japan, I'm not sure if that would really be possible either. I guess it depends. I'd have to double check the limits for each of the categories. I think that would be a Genski Nishu, which would be a pink plate. I guess you could probably get away with it, but I think you could only have one passenger inside. If it's capable of carrying two, I don't think you'd be able to do that legally in Japan. Tuk Tuks are kind of a new thing to Japan too. When I first came here, I never saw them ever. And then one day I saw one and I was a little surprised. And then I found out that there's a shop in Machida that sells Tuk Tuks. They import and sell them. I went and looked at them. I never actually sat down inside one or test drove one or anything like that. But yeah, you can buy them. I believe most of them in Japan have 125cc engines in them. So that puts them at the Genski Nishu, which is a Kogata, and means it has a pink plate. I think companies still trying to do interesting things out there. That's definitely good. We need some innovation, and it might inspire other companies to do something related or similar. Oh, the bike itself was called the S32MV, something like that. I'll link the article down in the description below if you wanna check it out. I didn't see a video or anything in the article, so there may not be that much information as to how it connects and disconnects. But they did say in the article it takes about 3 minutes to connect, so it should be a fairly simple or straightforward process. Alright, would you want to drive a convertible vehicle like that can change or transform from one type of vehicle to another? Or would you rather just have two separate vehicles that are better at what they do? Leave your comments down below. I look forward to hearing what people have to think. As always, get out there and ride safe, and stay protected from the elements. It's cold out there.